I'm going to try this little Flyzone DC3 again. And I'm trying a slightly different battery. Rather than the battery that came with him, I'm trying to use a 500 milliamp hour battery with a JST connector and a converter. Now I'm flying him with the AnyLink, you know, attached to my DC, my DX9, so we're going to put that on the back there, and then we plug that in, and as that plugs in, that should bring on the thing, which I always find a bit strange. You don't actually have to turn the transmitter on, it just you don't know, I'm trying to, unfortunately I've got rather a lot of wire here to muck around with. Okay, there you go, the battery's connected. Now I've just got to get the wire in, there we go. I put this battery a little bit further back because it's a little bit heavier than the other one, not a lot heavier, but it's a little bit heavier than the battery that came with it. Where are we? That's the battery that came with it. This is the battery that came with it, a 250 milliamp hour one cell, and I'm putting a 500 in now because I was a bit concerned about low battery time, but then of course it's going to put more weight on it. Swings and roundabouts. Check the controls. Right aileron, left aileron. Up elevator, right rudder and left rudder. Now the left rudder does that weird thing which I don't like, but which, that's not good, is it? I mean, that tends to imply that the rudder servo's a bit on the iffy side. But we live in hopes that so long as we're not putting violent left rudder on, it seems to work. Center of gravity now is it's still a bit towards the front of those two marks, which I'm assuming is supposed to be center of gravity marks. And we got the runner out here to try and take him off. It's cold again this morning. Now I believe I really need to punch him up and then not try and pull him up too much because we don't want to stall him. I've got to arm him first. So the ESC is now armed. Oh, famous last words. Well, I was trying not to pull him up too much, but I guess I just didn't pull him up basically at all, and we didn't get him up. We might be better going the other way. There's a teeny bit of wind coming from the other direction, so... Oh, famous last words. Then he decides to dive off. It's not because both motors are working, I don't know. Well, I got him in the air briefly there, then he decided to go into the ground. Whoa, didn't like that at all. I don't know if I've broken a propeller. I hope not, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. What I certainly do seem to have is a stuck wheel. Tricky thing to persuade to work, this is. It's a bit windy for it as well. The wind is getting up. It really is not a good flyer, and it's really too windy for it. Unless the wind had got up that much. Yeah, the wind is definitely getting up now. Oh. And I've lost a wheel.